What's up everyone, it's Crispy here, and today I'm going to be showing you how to play Machina. Now first and foremost, Machina is a DPS through and through. He has some cool tricks in his kit, but you have to build the team around him that will support him in order for him to deal that 900k damage. Now I brought Lena because she's going to give us 50% attack, 50 or 40% M Brave, a bunch of Brave damage, HP damage plus, and she's going to give us regen. So when she moves, her skills will give us some regen. So he'll already start with basically capped Brave before his turn even shows up. Setzer, we're using him as a support hybrid tank-esque debuffer. His freeze, you know, it freezes them. They're not going to be able to hurt us. So even if we do let them get a turn, which is a little sneaky thing in Machina's kit, they won't be able to hurt us. And that's this fight in particular. You'll have to go from there on depending on the orb or if they're immune to certain debuffs and so and so. So when it's Machina's turn, I always start out with his LD. His LD is what gives him his debuff, his Spiral Linchpin, so we can get the follow-up. Now right now we're just basically building up our support to get him to deal a bunch of damage. Okay, I'm going to do this. Let's get the Hilo up so we can deal some more HP. Now I will let them attack me one time just so I can show you what I'm talking about with the Spiral Linchpin debuff. Because this is also a separate way to play him. You don't need to play him just one way, which is just straight DPS. You can get off-turn follow-up damage. Well, you can get follow-up damage, which is what this will do, but then you can also get off-turn damage just from them acting. Now, once you use that, you'll want to use his free skill on his awakening to get instant turn rate. And then you can either use Furious Blades, with which will, boom, bring him back up, and doesn't count as a turn. Give him some more damage. Then boom, you get his EX. You want to get his EX, in my opinion, before you go into the burst, because you want to have, let's see, what does it do? It gives him Guardian Blades, gives him Max Brave plus 20% in Brave regen, 70% of I Brave. Brave damage taken minus 30%, and it enables a counter. So you want to basically build him up as much as possible before you just absolutely go in with the with this boss or whoever you're fighting in particular. Now the reason why I brought Kais is because we're going to be launching, so we can maximize DPS in the burst phase. I'm going to give you a little team building here as well. Not just how to play Machina. Okay. We're just building, getting some regen on him. Now look, you see, his turn is coming up, automatically has Max Brave almost. We're going to bring this out. Now one thing from here is, and look, we're hitting rainbow damage, so we're automatically hitting cap. And one thing you can do here is you can let his buff go down to 6, his burst buff, because his burst buff is what makes his HP attack gonna hit like 1,000,000, or give him all those follow-ups and stuff like that. I forgot to put the freeze on him, or it didn't proc, but whatever. It is what it is. This one's not gonna hurt us, so it doesn't matter. Okay. That was weird. Yeah, see, sometimes the debuff doesn't get... Oh, see, there you go. Now it's on him. Whatever. But it doesn't matter because she's going to regen us and we're going to get back. But like I said, he will follow up and get off-turn damage. So here is his Guardian Blade counter, which will help build Brave. And then the Spiral Lynch, which, boom, maxed. You love to see it. Okay, we're just wait until him to get a turn. And the thing about his HP, his burst attack, it does delay him. That's the only weird thing about his kit. But I guess they have to do that to kind of mitigate everything else, you know? He can't just be too overpowered. We want to make sure he has Cat Brave when we go into here. Now, making him hit Cap, like I said, is team building. You have to build your team around him. And we're going to put Lena first because she has a sphere on where it's a Paladin Cecil Refined Sphere. So she'll help us deal. Boom. Oh, she didn't refund. Whatever. See, this is being weird right now. Usually she'll refund. Maybe she has to be at a certain amount of health. I don't know. Whatever. But yeah. Now, when you're in his burst phase, just use his HP. Boom. Boom. We're gonna do this the entire time because Sid Rain's debuff won't go off while you're in burst phase. And when you're in burst phase, it also doesn't delay you with his final burst attack, his HP plus. And look, we're capping because of Setzer. And we're keeping Eye Brave, which is great. As well as getting Brave from the Kai's Call that we put on there. So this is just a massacre at this point in time. Yeah, it's just rinse and repeat. That's basically how you play Machina. Now, his attack right here, skill 1 will give him instant turn rate, and it doesn't count towards a turn count. But you don't even need to use any of his other skills because his HP plus, his final burst, extends all of his buffs by 1 turn. So once he has them on, you don't even really need to do anything else. Of course you can, if you want to keep low turn count, keep using skill 1, follow-ups, etc. And one thing I want to show you, the Spiral Linchpin. This is the debuff right here they need on them for you to get the follow-up. If they don't have that debuff, he will not do the follow-up. Just FYI. Now, of course, you don't need Setzer in here. You can pair him with someone else, like another like a tank or a Zac or a Snow or something like that. And it'll do just fine. I just had Setzer in here so we could hit Rainbow and also mitigate HP damage, but it didn't seem like that happened in the very beginning. Because for some reason the buff didn't get on the other. Probably because of the buff they had. I think it helps debuff evasion. But let's see how much we're going to do. I'm thinking like 11 million. And that's insane. 11 million BT. They were at like, I think like 70 when we entered this. If I'm not mistaken. And then you can just go into your summon from here. And yeah. Because you have your BT effect back on. Yeah, 11 million. Almost 12. That's insane. Pure insanity. And I love it. So, that's the gist of it. Basically, Machina team build around him. And everything will be fine. He cannot just deal damage by himself. You need to have an aura. That's just team building in general. But I hope this helped. Please comment below, of course, with any other instructions or comments or anything that y'all would like to add to this, because I'm always down for constructive criticism. Catch you on the next video. Peace.